Hello guys, Inslayerclone here. Today I'm going to be making a video on why I like watching the synthetic man. So let's get right into the video. So as you guys probably know, I'm a big into gaming. While I am been a gamer, well, this was originally a gaming channel. It's kind of transformed into like a black pill rants channel I guess now, but originally this channel was a gaming channel, and now some time has passed because now I don't really enjoy gaming that much anymore. No, I don't enjoy gaming. I still play games, but it's like I have to find a specific game for me to enjoy and play. Like for example, like Dragon's Dogma or Dosen't or the Souls games. Maybe not the modern ones, but the Souls games like the Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and all that. And Shadow Tower, and really the game has to be up to standard to my values and stuff to really make me enjoy these games, because I'm not just gonna sit down and play a game for hundreds of hours because everyone else is doing it. Like I myself, I still play Unreal Tournament 2004, which is a game from 2004, of course. I think it was from 2004. Unreal Tournament. Because Unreal Tournament 2003 was in 2002 actually. I think it was. But yeah, I'm not just gonna play a game for hours and hours to end, because it's hot and trendy, And Unreal Tournament 2004, which is a must buy game. Well, you can't really buy it on Steam anymore, unfortunately. I don't know why they got Epic Games removed it from Steam, but it's a fantastic game. Must definitely want to get it, because there's some stuff that I've been playing. I've been playing this game since 2016. Well, I wouldn't say 2016, but I did play it in the past when I was younger. But it's like, on like a not religious basis, on like a regular basis, I guess. Since 2016, I guess. And when I'm talking about regular, I'm talking about I come back to playing the video game, not like I just play it once and I just drop it. No, I come back to play it when I'm bored or when I don't have nothing to do and stuff. And it's like some stuff in Unreal Tournament 2004 that some maps I've never even played. Like for example, yesterday I was playing this map. It was like some ice map and some space map. I've never even played these maps before. But Unreal Tournament 2004 has a lot of content, and you can play hours and hours in it. And like I said, and that's the reason why Epic Games Store removed it, because they couldn't really make money from it, because it's one of those games that the community makes continuously regenerate life. So that's why they had to remove it, and that's why they want to replace it with like Fortnite, because they can make money from that. And that really leads to this point where I like Synthetic Man, because Synthetic Man, he goes into the details on these companies and their financing and all that, and what their agendas they're trying to push, which most YouTubers and game reviewers, they don't do that. They don't call out their blatant propaganda that has been put into these video games. Synthetic Man doesn't do any of that, told the line. He just says it as it is, and I like that. I like how people just say it as it is, and it's not like he's a racist or anything like that. It's like they're putting these so-called black women in these video games for propaganda reasons, because there were black women in the past, in the 2000s. Like for example, I can name some games right now. Killing Floor from the merchant, that black lady, she sells the weapons in the store and stuff. No one had the problem with her and stuff in the past. Other games like Tomb Raider, from like the other lady, I can't remember her name, but she was in like the Tomb Raider, freaking Good and Evil, Beyond Good and Evil, that platforming game. Never played that game. I heard there was supposed to be a sequel to that game, but I guess Ubisoft didn't make it. Haven't made the game yet. So they've probably cancelled that game and just thrown it in the bin. So, and that other black lady from like Brute Force from the Xbox. And you know, there's plenty of all other games that I've probably not played that have black women from like the 2000s and the 90s. But the fact is, you know, that black women are not really the majority. You know, I'm not saying black women shouldn't be represented in video games, but they're not doing this from like a genuine perspective. That, you know, they're not putting these black women like as in this not real. They're not putting them in as in like we want to make a character that is a black woman's. You know, they are putting these black women's for force diversity reasons. You know, for ESG, BlackRock Finance, and you know. And you can just look at the Star Wars games. You know, look at like not Last Jedi, Fallen Jedi Survivor. When they have like, you know, the other black lady, you know, from like, you know, not the other one from like was it Fallen Jedi Order? I don't know, Fallen Order, whatever we call it. Not that lady, you know, the freaking lady from like, I don't know what's her name. She's in a lot of video games. She's in like the Forspoken game, you know, and she's even in the Injustice League. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League also. I don't really remember her name, but she's in a lot of games. No, this is like, you know, one of the cutscenes you have this like woman, you know, from the High Republic era, which that's just force, you know, diversity. The High Republic, you know, I have the Old Republic books and Knights of the Old Republic, but yeah, that is once again, you know, they're pushing this like agenda that there's a lot of black women that play these games, but it's not the reality, you know. Isn't real. I'm not saying black women don't play video games, but they are catering to a minority that is probably not going to buy these games. Well, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of people that buy these games, you know, but unless if it's fun, I guess it doesn't really matter what games that come out. Or what Synthetic Man is saying, and people like me are saying, that we can recognize what they're doing. We know what they're doing, you know. It's not conspiracies, it's all written down and stuff, and he calls it out, and people might call him racist and all that, but the fact is, you know, people that wants to close their eyes, they can close their eyes, they can still live in denial, you know, and stuff, you know. But someone's probably going to say in the comment section that what's the big deal if they want to put black women and minorities in the game? It's no big deal. Like I said, it's games like Sin, you know, had the black men profit from Crisis, you know, the CJ from the Saints Row, not Saints Row, freaking what do they call it, GTA, whatever. I'm not against that. It's just that, you know, you all know what they're trying to do. You know, they're getting financing. You know, they get paid to promote propaganda in video games. They're not doing this as genuine. You know, for example, if you go back in the old days, you know, of gaming, right, like the 90s, the 2000s, you know, the 80s. Well, I never played games in the 90s or 80s, but you know, the more popular era is the 90s and the 2000s, right? They had a specific demographic they're targeting, which is like mostly Americans and Europeans, which are mostly white people, you know, that were buying these like games like Baldur's Gate and StarCraft and Diablo, Unreal Tournament, Quake, you know, the freaking Hexen games and all that. And maybe there are some like black men's as well, you know, and like, you know, that cancelled the black men's that were cancelled from the black communities, you know, because they were not playing, they had fun playing like games like Baldur's Gate or freaking, you know, Warcraft 2, you know. But, you know, but that's the reason why I like Synthetic Man. He just tells it as it is, you know, and there's not really much people like him, you know. and he can call him a racist or whatever. But the fact is that there's not a lie there, you know, that they're trying to promote this stuff. Everything in media, it's not just the freaking video games, it's the media as well, the films, you know, the music and all of that, you know. And we need to call it out, you know, because you know, they say, oh, it's not a big deal right now, but you know, once it start affecting what they like, it becomes a big deal. Like you see with Dead Space, you know. I mean, I didn't buy Dead Space. I have the original Dead Space, you know, but they're changing aspects of the original to appease the modern audience, and these people are now calling themselves gamers. They're not gamers. No, they never were gamers. You know, in the past, you know, they see the money. That's what it is. When there's a lot of money to be made, that's where you see all these people that are coming forward. You know, it's really all about money. You know, when what's his name? When you see all these like Drake and all these individuals now playing video games, they're here for the money. They're not here to play video games. They're here to take the money, and that's what it is, you know. Because like in the past, most of these people are probably playing games like FIFA or NBA or, you know, sports games. They weren't playing games like Builders Gate or Shadow Tower or what other games that I know of, Age of Empires and stuff. They were playing their casual games like I just stated. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it, if you got your own opinions about Synthetic Man, and subscribe.